Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively. But it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter. And it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch.
Odegaard! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Ambitious ball here. Bastoni makes the... That could spell trouble. Messi. And Messi! What a hit! What a hit! A rocket anthem! He's got himself an absolute peach. And Palmeiras score first. So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Davids cuts it out. Cantona. Looking for options for movement. And it's Rice. It's a searching pass. He's picked his way through. And the shot! In he goes again. He's scored! 2. And we've barely begun here. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Palmeiras are doing very nicely, thank you.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic! Wonderful from Ibrahimovic! A finish of true class! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
He's shifting through the game. Goes for a shot! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. McAllister engages and forces him off the ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Bastoni pinches it off him. Pele. And he's gone long. Foden chasing after it. Now it's Foden. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, shooting chance! It's bounced back off the post. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Tries to pass it through. And Messi! No mistake! A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
So the lead now is 2.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Ibrahimovic tries to play it through, and that's a dangerous ball. Good decision by the keeper, got that exactly right. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Rice, looking for the run. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Lampard. And here's Ødegaard. Oh, that's surely a foul, free kick. Terrific save by Abbiati. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Palmeiras with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now they can spring out of defence. Cantona, and the through ball. And this is Ibrahimovic, and he's there to make the challenge. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Can he spark a counter here? Cantona. And he's hit it long. Pelé. Pelé is fouled. Pelé is behind this one. A real chance then to Pelé! And he's gone looking for safety. And it's Rijkaard. And this is Ibrahimovic. And he's quick to snatch it back. Messi. And here's the chance to counter. And this is Lampard. Plays a sharp little ball here. Back into the middle. Real chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Davids. And the counter is on. And he's found a way past. Has a look and plays it forward. And this is Ibrahimovic. Nice interception, well timed. Referee's had a look and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
No, he's just misjudged that one. He's in a great position here. Messi. Foden. Decent chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Palmeiras have their second corner now. And now a sudden chance to counter. Van Dijk. Cordoba cuts out the pass. That's an imaginative pass. He has a Foden! Oh, the ball's run loose. Oh, what has happened here? And again! Palmeiras have their third corner. Flamengo are looking to go forward now. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And that's put paid to a promising move. Rice. That's a pretty loose pass. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers Anna. Oh, that's clear cut. It's a free kick. And he is going into that little black book. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. That comes as a mighty relief. Just about up to the hour now. Bastoni gets across to intercept that. And it's Kaka. And here's Ibrahimovic.
Ibrahimovic really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Can he finish? Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Davids has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Flamengo are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. That pass has been well intercepted. Now it's Pelé. Lampard, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Ødegaard in acres of space out wide. Bullish header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Ibrahimovic. Davids. Lampard. Now Kaká. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Pelé. He's found a way through. Played in deep. It's a goal kick. A poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. Kaká. Oh, no joy this time. Flamengo have reclaimed it. That's a little off target. Now it's Cantona. That is a great pick out. Oh, that's fabulous. Nicely aimed pass. Tries from a long way out. Well timed, excellent interception.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, perfectly measured that. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Oh, that's well spotted. Oh, they can break here. Foden will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Very nicely done. Ødegaard crosses. Terrific header! Harmlessly behind. We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Rice has created one goal already. Rijkaard gets over and intercepts.
Neymar really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Not much subtlety about that challenge. And it's made its way to him. Baresi tries to clear. Ødegaard. Rice, spread out to the left. He's got away.
Oh, great feat, that.
Oh, well played. He needed to get that right.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. The end of the game. Reflections?
Well, you can never predict the results of
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Cramped and narrow, that's how it is in the Boca district. These vertical three-tier stands, very much a creation out of necessity, and at the same time they are what make the Bombonera so unique. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. It's us or them, always has been, always will be. Cannavaro, with 200 games under his belt now, the standout name from both lineups. Don't you reckon, Jim?
Yeah, he's the mainstay in this team, Peter, and his value can never be underestimated. One of the first names on the team sheet.
It's Forlan! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Forlan deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
And it's Neymar. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Now it's Bellingham. Marquinhos deals with that comfortably. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Eto'o! It's in!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
All over in seconds. That's what they can do to you.
Yeah, well, the opposition had plenty of warning here, Peter. Look at how quick they were going the other way. Exactly what you need when you're playing on the counter-attack.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There was just two...
Takes a shot! We've got a goal! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Neymar demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Vasco da Gama grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Now it's Eto'o. And here's Ibrahimovic. Foot in. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Neymar. Bellingham. And the shot! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Yeah, the ball in there was simply superb. He won't be too happy that it's gone to waste like that.
Vasco da Gama with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Ibrahimovic, a player who needs no introduction. And this is Eto'o. And this is Pele. And this is Eto'o. Vasco da Gama upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And this is Ibrahimovic. Rijkaard. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, he'll be annoyed at himself for not getting there. Schneider tries to pass it through. There's a no-nonsense tackle. And Messi! It's a loose ball. Abbiati trying to keep this in. There's the delivery. Great chance! Goal! Vasco da Gama! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Van Bronckhorst. Schneider. And he's had it nicked away. And here's Eto'o. Now, can they get him away? And a chance! Yes, it's there! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Swift, incisive, deadly, all done in a matter of seconds.
Well, we all know, Peter, that this is a team capable of breaking extremely quickly. The opposition should have been alive to the danger, but they fell into the trap.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Now it's Forlan. Marquinhos wins the duel this time. Now it's Eto'o. Davids. Eto'o. Schneider. Bellingham. Bellingham. Looking to play him in. Cute ball now. How can he reach it?
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
It's a loose touch and the ball is anyone's. Pele. Can he spark a counter here? Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Flamengo are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides. Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. Terrific half, 4 goals split evenly, beautifully set up for the second period to follow. So once again, we're underway. And it's Bellingham. Nice sequence of passes, this. Forlan! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. Flamengo, different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Bellingham. Bellingham. Now it's Neymar. Nicely weighted ball. Ah, that's a fine interception.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Now it's Eto'o. Now that looks a decent ball. And he's picked it up out wide. He rises! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Shot, surely! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you're willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Going a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
He is through here. Now the cross. Terrific header. Oh, denied brilliantly.
That he could almost get to anything today. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Pele with the short one. Pele with the cross. Oh, smashing header. Oh, it's hit the post. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Neymar. Neymar, his great rival. Couldn't squeeze it through. Davids. And it's Eto'o. And he plays one through. Pass somewhat off target. Can he get on the end of this? Neymar providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, shot a goal! Oh, it's gone in! What remarkable powers of recovery!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. This is quite a battle.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of...
There's the shot! It's hit the upright. And that would have been some goal.
Neymar just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. He's through here. Oh, some tackle that. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Passes short and sharp. Oh, important interception.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And here's Forlan, looking for the run. Messi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Can he finish? Oh, what about that? And that has raised the roof. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Flamengo take what looks to be a decisive lead.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
Looking for options for movement. That climbs up big! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Four added minutes on the board, and that's a nicely shaped ball. Nice interception, well timed. Rijkaard. Rivaldo. And Azar. Plays a sharp little ball here. Can he get it through? Real chance! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Cantona. Oh, no joy this time. And the referee brings it to a close. Flamengo have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Flamengo really were great today. They showed a lot of battling qualities required in a game like this, such as intensity, personality, a gritty spirit. I think this result was well merited.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the people of Buenos Aires do their football like no other people. So different to anything else you will see anywhere else. There really is no imitating this. There is certainly no improving upon it. We have already started here. Pelé making his 200th appearance today. Mbappe! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Sao Paulo with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now a sudden chance to counter. It's gone backwards. He's picked his way through. Vitinha, chance here to counter. Mbappe, foot in. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Short changes him with that pass. Ibrahimovic. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Tonali is there, and he can pick it up. Nice defending, it's got the job done. Davids. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? He steps in, and that's the end of that. He's got away! And that's a dangerous... And a chance! Goal! Sao Paulo! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Adams, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Vitinha. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Flamengo are one down despite having the better chances here. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Pelé. Beckham. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Vitinha puts the ball in. Messi. Pelé will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Cordoba, there he goes, motoring forward. Pelé, that's the keeper's ball. And this is Ibrahimovic. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Adams. And it's Messi. Threads one in. Oh, good take in a good area. Messi. So, what can they make of this? Neither of these two want to come off second best. Calafiori makes the interception. Plays a sharp little ball here. And this is... And Messi! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Tonali.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And that is out of play. And the keeper's got it again. Played out to the left flank. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
Flamengo truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Nicely aimed pass. And it's made its way to him. Frimpong. Goes looking wide. Oh, that's a key interception. Ibrahimovic. And now the breakaway. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Calafiori can see things others simply cannot. Davids. Cordoba. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Sane. That's a sharp pass. Now it's Ibrahimovic! It's there! They are right back in business.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. Sao Paulo get the ball rolling for the second period. Tonali. And it's Messi. Good running, strong and purposeful. Mbappe driving forwards. Bastoni did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Davids goes steaming forward. It's Ibrahimovic! He's done very well to get to that.
Ibrahimovic clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Messi. Sao Paulo have the chance to go the other way. Oh, there's a probing ball. Marquinhos. Just the goalkeeper to beat. Oh, just real chance. Goal! Sao Paulo! And they're back in front. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Sao Paulo take the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Vitinha going face-to-face with his great rival. And here's Mbappe.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Still they trail, and time is ticking away. And it's Vitinha. Played back in. Abiati breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Vitinha. Messi.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
It's a good spell of possession, this. Messi. Mbappe! Mbappe! That is decidedly lacking.
Mbappe probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Pass somewhat off target. He's on it. Can he get away? Sao Paulo have reclaimed it. Shot could be on. Davids.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Now it's Messi. Oh, strongly challenged there. Messi. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Oh, he's tripped him right on the cusp of the penalty area. The referee has given a free kick just outside the box. He'll fancy himself from here. And now as good a time as any to pull level. Messi! Oh, wonderful, wonderful Lionel Messi! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. It's level again. What a match we have.
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
Oh, that is a bit special.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Couple of changes then in quick succession. So, time for a potential game changer.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
This their second corner of the game.
Sao Paulo really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Can he finish? Goal! Flamengo! And the comeback is complete. There was to be only one outcome.
Oh, that's excellent composure because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Flamengo go into the lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Cruyff. Aimed beyond the defence.
Flamengo nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And he cuts out the supply. Rafinha. Yamal. Flamengo close now to seeing this one through to the end. That is good alertness. Now it's Eto'o. And he plays one through. And a shot! Sticks it away! And this is getting better and better. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
And that's that. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. What a turnaround. Victory from the jaws of defeat. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Cramped and narrow, that's how it is in the Boca district. These vertical three-tier stands, very much a creation out of necessity, and at the same time, they are what make the Bombonera so unique. The action has already started.
Giuliano Belletti will undoubtedly have a very busy game here, Peter. He's good going in both directions and has a very impressive engine.
One of those who's become a cult hero for every club he's represented. Famously, of course, 3 years in Catalonia and 1 goal, the winner in a European final.
Yeah, well, who could forget that? But first and foremost, I see him as someone who always puts in an honest shift. He'll do everything his manager asks him to do and will rarely let you down.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Ibrahimovic.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Now, can they get him away? Hernandez with the delivery. Pele. Oh, there's a probing ball. That has ended up in no man's land. That's a sharp pass. That is good alertness. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. And it's Eto'o. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there.
They'll want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Good read, needed to be. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
And here's Ibrahimovic. And he's managed to get rid. Now it's Eto'o. Oh, that's fabulous. Played in by Eto'o. He gets big. Just off target.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Hernandez. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Ibrahimovic. That has been slung wide. And now they can clear their lines. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. And here's Ibrahimovic. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Strokes it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was...
Takes the shot! Rijkaard. Pass somewhat off target. He's having a hit! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. And we have our very first corner. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. There's the shot! And again! Goal! Milan! There is the breakthrough! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Puskás really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
A 1-0 lead established.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, He's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Beckham. Mohamed Salah. Beckham. And it's Scholes. He's on it. Can he get away? And this is Pele. Ibrahimovic. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Great chance! It's in! And that is his 50th goal for this, his current club. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Flamengo grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go.
He's got tall! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
And it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Scholes picks it up out wide. And the first half is done. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far. So it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. So we're just settling back into this second half. Tries to play it through. Oh, lovely bit of skill. That is good strength. Beckham. Scholes. He's found a way past. Scholes! Denied by an instinctive save.
Scholes clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then. Flamengo have the chance to go the other way. Pele receives it in a good position here. Goes down, but nothing given. Beckham. Scholes. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Now it's Eto'o. Eto'o. He's through here. Rijkaard. Gattuso is onto this. Out towards the flank. Nice sequence of passes this. And he shoots! That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Ibrahimovic! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
That's a promising run he's making on the right. Played into space. Oh, he's found support out wide. He is through here. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Belletti. Salah. Lovely feet. Scholes. Eto. Passing is crisp and sharp. Pele. The ball goes in. Big header! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. He's in plenty of space here. Vinicius Junior finds himself offside. Beckham. Belletti. It's a really well-measured ball. And he whips it in. Vinicius Junior! Is it in? Yes, it's an own goal.
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
And he plays one through. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Opts to play it back. It's Eto! He's scored! They're level in a trice!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up. I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defense
takes a shot! Goal, Milan! And they get themselves in front! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Milan get themselves into the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do. Flamengo really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
No, that's been intercepted. Alcantara. Oh, good-looking ball. And it's Conte. Oh, good spread. They've got a throw in. And that's definitely not his best. Ibrahimovic! And that would have been game, set and match.
And that reaction says it all. They had a real chance to tighten the screw there, and it's been blown. And again, they're pressing effectively.
Distributed tidily.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Belletti. And he's been shifted off it.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Milan finding their passes. And it's Eto'o. Flamengo looking to pass their way through. Threads one in. Beckham. A heavy challenge. That's a cute ball. That's been cut out, well played. Ambitious ball here. And this is it. And the shot! It's in! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
And that's that. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result is one that will make them suffer. How would you summarise what we... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And we're underway. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
I'd say Petr Cech. I'm trying to come up with a flow in his game, and I can't. Dependable and strong in every aspect of a goalkeeper's job, and he breeds confidence for his defence.
Can he finish?
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
He gets big! There it is!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Flamengo finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And that's really well manoeuvred. Ibrahimovic. Now it's Cantona. This might spell... Goes for a shot! It's a goal! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again.
He's got tall. That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
And here's Cantona. Ronaldinho. Ambitious ball here. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Cordoba. Not the most accurate pass. Can he get on the end of this? Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. And that pass just didn't quite work. Cech gets it away. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Ronaldinho. Boca Juniors trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on.
Cantona! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, there's the header! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's quick to snatch it back. It's a really well-measured ball. Could move up a gear here. He's had a shot! Oh, a very decent attempt. And we have our very first corner. Flamengo are looking to go forward now. And it's Ronaldinho. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Well read, nice interception. He's in a great... It's Ronaldinho! Oh, that is very close.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Cordoba. 15 minutes till half-time. That is ended up in no man's land. And the counter is on. Oh, that's well spotted. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Well, there is a look that says it all. And he shoots! Goal! Boca Juniors! And they get themselves in front! And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
And a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Rummenigge getting this one clear. Ah, such a clever touch. Knocks it into space. Oh, that is asking for trouble. He's shifting through the gears here. Big shapes to shoot. Davids. Quality ball. Ibrahimovic. Pass somewhat off target. And he thumps it clear. Stood up well to him there. Yaya Toure. Well, that has not gone well. Davids. Passing is crisp and sharp. And here's Cantona. Vitinha. Looking to play him in. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And it's half-time here. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
And we're underway again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team.
Rummenigge! That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 2 then. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. And now a sudden chance to counter. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Looking for options for movement. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Pinches it off him. Nice looking ball. Bastoni makes the interception.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
He has found the way through. Gattuso. Cantona under intense pressure.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
And it's Bale. Rummenigge. Oh, no joy this time. So can they find a way to turn round this deficit? Now it's Cantona. Plays a sharp little ball here. And he's managed to get rid. Oh, this looks sharp. Pele is herring after that one. And that's a nicely shaped ball. Deftly away. Nicked it back promptly. Now that looks a takes a shot! And for a moment, time stood still. Boca Juniors have their third corner. Here's a chance! They want to be quick to recover this. Flamengo have the chance to go the other way. That's a pretty loose pass. Cantona. Gattuso. Ronaldinho. Pass is just off target. Not the most accurate pass. Threads one in. Brilliantly cut out. Davids. Pele.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Pele. He's picked his way through. He's having a shot! Goal! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Boca Juniors choosing to make the first change. Ibrahimovic gets the call to seemingly universal approval.
Now, that's what you call a luxury addition, to be able to summon someone of this caliber.
This is quite a battle.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Ibrahimovic! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Ibrahimovic fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Bonucci does really well to win the ball there. Can he get it through? Great ball, and he's in here! And they've got rid. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game.
Good chance here! And no, he couldn't find the finish. Flamengo have their second corner now. And he's gone looking for safety. That's a decent clearance. And the shot! And Czech pulls off a sensational save. Cordoba delivered across. Good ball. Gets the shot away! Now, can they get him away?
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And the number on the board is 3. Ronaldinho, there's the shot! Oh, yes, it's there! And that may just do it! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Boca Juniors take what looks to be a decisive lead.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
So that's it. It is all over. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Flamengo, absolutely shocking here. Shockingly porous down the middle, which was painfully exploited, and that's left plenty for the manager to think about. A painful reminder.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, this must be one of the most spectacular sights in football. Stand upon stand, stacked each on top of the other, right up to the sky, in order to accommodate the vast fan base of La Boca's Docklands. We have already started here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Trent Alexander-Arnold has redefined the fullback role. I mean, his contributions, attacking-wise, can match up with some of the leading playmakers around. And I don't think I've ever seen anyone so productive in that role. Some of his cross-field passing is quite ridiculous.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Costa Curta. Cross needs to be... Bullish header! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt, all too easy.
Good running, strong and purposeful. That's been cut out, well played. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Played through into space. Messi in acres of space out wide. Now it's Forlan. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Bastoni makes the interception. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Spread out to the left. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. Now it's Messi. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Now it's Rivaldo. And he's had it nicked away. And here's Mbappe. Chance, surely! Goal! Bahia! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the
He's through, it's one-on-one! And he shoots! He scores! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Bahia are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Oh, it's come loose. He might be in here. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Yeah, it would seem a little too far out, and this will probably be dink far post.
No, that's been easily repelled. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Forlan.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Alexander-Arnold. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Eto'o. Lovely, now then. There's the shot! He's scored! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Flamengo get themselves back into contention.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Nicely weighted ball. Nedved. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Cannavaro kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Xavi Alonso. And this is it's Forlan! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Bahia with the corner, there first. Tries a shot! It's there! And this is getting better and better. Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Real chance! And it's in! Just one in it now! The game takes on a whole new complexion! So smooth. A signature finish.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Rivaldo. Eto'o! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Eto'o has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. So the last big chance perhaps before half-time. Great chance here to level it up. Ibrahimovic! Ibrahimovic! It could only be him! About as smooth as it gets. 3! He is flying! A vast presence, and there is no stopping him. A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
This has become one superb game of football.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And no surprise, that's a booking. And it's half-time here. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. So there was the first half.
We've seen some really terrific football in that half with the flow of goals. And of course there are mistakes, but I'm not in a mood to moan.
Bahia kick off the second half. Forlan. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Nedved. And he's managed to get free. Ibrahimovic. And the finish! He's done very well to get to that.
Ibrahimovic really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Pele goes short. Takes a shot! Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Nothing wrong with the idea. Inches away.
Messi. And that's been won straight back. It's Xabi Alonso, looking for options for movement. Thinks about the shot. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Cannavaro, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Mbappe! Now, can they get... Chance! Oh, he's really drilled it. Bahia have their second corner now. Flamengo is having a shot! Nedved. Eto'o. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And it's Rivaldo. Can he get it through? Messi. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Pele. Cannavaro pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Rivaldo. Alexander-Arnold. So we've reached the hour mark. Nedved. Ibrahimovic.
There they go, hunting again. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Easy enough for the goalkeeper. And this is Ibrahimovic. And he takes a shot! Goal! Flamengo! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Looking for the run. Lewandowski.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Knocks it into space. Bahia can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Rijkaard. Foden. He can run onto that. He's being urged to shoot. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Roberto Carlos calmly anticipates.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Pass is just off target. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Flamengo clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And that's a throw-in. Bebeto. Foden bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Tries to pass it through. Threads one in, and that's a dangerous ball. Chance! Oh, taken with style! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
And a chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are cruising away. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Flamengo are such an adept counter-attack.
And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, this must be one of the most spectacular sights in football. Stand upon stand, stacked each on top of the other, right up to the sky, in order to accommodate the vast fan base of La Boca's Docklands. The action has already started.
Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costacurta.
Yeah, in a sense, understated, isn't he? Certainly, some would say underrated. He's one of the less glamorous members of the Milanese elite from the 1990s.
Yeah, but ability-wise, I think he was on a par with the rest of them. And his tactical versatility means the centre-back, full-back,
Sweeper, defensive midfield player.
Yeah, and we shouldn't forget his outstanding vision and confidence on the ball being almost as important as what he did at the back.
Chance for a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Up he goes! Oh, crossbar! And now they can clear their lines. Flamengo are looking to go forward now. Nedved. It's run loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. Crosses it in. And it's claimed by the keeper.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Rijkaard gets over and intercepts. Oh, that's well spotted. Knocks it into space. And this is Eto. It shapes to shoot! Goal! Flamengo!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Flamengo have penetrated for the first time.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Batistuta touches it back, tries a shot, and the keeper couldn't hold it. That's a half-decent try.
That is a really good chance miss, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
And he's intervened well there. Now it's Batistuta. Kante kept his eye on it, and he's there. Davids. And this is it face to face with the... There's the shot! And yes, it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Eto really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
And he shoots! Just cruising! They are cruising! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting. And Batistuta! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Deftly away. Nedved will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Yeah, the hat-trick is definitely on his mind, Peter. He wants to get it over with as quickly as he can. Just about every...
Just the goalkeeper to beat. Goes for a shot! Sticks it away! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Cruyff. Romario was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That is good alertness. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. And this is Ibrahimovic. And it's with the keeper. No, that's been intercepted. 5 minutes till the break. And it's Michel Platini. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Cruyff looking to run onto it. It'll be a throw-in. This is Romario. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Ibrahimovic, a player who needs no introduction. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. He's picked his way through. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Romario. And here's Ibrahimovic. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Romario. And the half-time whistle goes. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Flamengo really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
Flamengo pretty much out of sight here. It really has been a one-sided game so far. And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's down to business here. One of the most eagerly awaited games in football. It never lets us down. It's Lewandowski! That is terrific from Lewandowski! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And the game springs instantly to life.
That's the perfect confidence boost they needed. Brilliant.
Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
Oh, no joy this time. And he's heaved it away. And he's there to retrieve it. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And he's picked out the run. Mbappe picks it up out wide. That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Costa Curta. Threads one in. Oh, well measured. Mbappe! Delivery from Mbappe. Tries a shot! And it's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Vasco da Gama are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team.
Shoots! A real chance and a real let-off.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort, you have to say that. He clearly wanted to do it in style.
Oh, disastrous start. 2 down in next to no time. It's gone out for a throw-in. Quarter of an hour played. And this is Lewandowski. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Now then, the ball's come loose. Chance! And that's straight down the keeper's throat.
Well, he was always going to be set like that, the keeper, and he didn't have the composure to avoid him.
That's been cut out, well played. And that's put paid to a promising move. Grimaldo.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Pedri. And it's Maradona. And he's intervened well there. Ibrahimovic is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
That has ended up in no man's land. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Messi. Messi has got himself a free kick. And that has put paid to that. Grimaldo. Maradona. All perfectly measured that. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And that's a nicely shaped ball. Shot at goal! Vasco da Gama deciding to turn to... And he's decided to go for it. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Pedri clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Vasco da Gama with the corner, there first. He's given the time to pick a pass. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's a shade optimistic. And there's the shot! In he goes again! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
And he's got the beating of his man. Eto'o was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
And this is Eto'o. Oh, that was vital. And that has left him in a heap. Eto'o, and he's in on goal. Can he finish? We've got a goal! Half-time imminent. What a time to score!
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Flamengo get themselves back into contention.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Casemiro cuts out the pass. Flamengo can, of course, make a change whenever they choose. Yamal. Well read, nice interception. And they're back on the ball again. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And he has shown him a yellow card. That's a pretty loose pass. And the first half is done. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
And he's found a way past. Ambitious ball here. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Big chance! Oh, it's gone in! They have come roaring back!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another. Ibrahimovic really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
We have ourselves a real game here.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so...
And the shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Pele plays it short. It's going to be another corner, I think. Flamengo have their second corner now. Pele goes short. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. And here's Ibrahimovic. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. He'll fancy himself from here.
Yeah, it's an invitation to go for goal that you just can't resist.
Ibrahimovic! It's loose now, and this time surely! Just off target.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Flamengo have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution. Well, now, this is some substitution. Almost surreal, you've got to feel.
It's a move that's pleasing everyone. Even some of the opposition fans are applauding.
Casado. Flamengo have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Almost an hour gone. Who saw this coming? Flamengo have dragged it back at the last. Oh, he's found support out wide. And here's Yamal. He gets big. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Decent enough try. This their second corner of the game. Flamengo have the chance to go the other way. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
He's had a shot! Goal! Flamengo! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And yes, it's him again. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Now, can they get him away? He's through here. He might be in. Eto! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's been caught on it here. Ball is over the line. Messi. Davids. Flamengo, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Looking to play him in. Good read, needed to be.
Vasco da Gama really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And that could set him on his way. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. No, that's been intercepted. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And the shot! They've done it! 2 up now, and they are cruising. And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. So the lead now is 2.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, and a chance! Yes! And the lead is extended still further.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We have already started here. Bebeto, one half, of course, of one of the deadliest strike partnerships in history.
Yeah, he's the perfect fit for a fox-in-the-box type player, as he's got surprisingly good vision and an eye for a pass that allowed him to play more creative roles.
Whilst remaining, of course, a genuinely prolific goalscorer. A 29-goal season, a 25-goal season during his stint in Spain.
And people will, of course, remember him for coming up with one of football's most iconic celebrations too.
And that pass just didn't quite work. And that has been cut short. And it's Messi. Now it's Bebeto. Davids. Eto'o. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And here's Messi. And he welcomes it in. Neymar was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Neymar! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Now it's Bebeto. Marquinhos gets over and intercepts. Check is there to clear. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Messi. Belletti. Oh, no joy this time. Messi. Now it's Eto'o. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Now it's Messi. And no, that was never going to make it. No, that's been intercepted. Flamengo, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Conte. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Pings in a cross. Bebeto. Bayer Leverkusen do have a chance to counter here. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that...
It's Ibrahimovic! Oh, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
Rijkaard. And back to the keeper they go. And Adams, pressing high and with purpose.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Bebeto. Spread out to the left. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's in plenty of space here. Well, that has not gone well. And it's Rijkaard. And this is Messi. And that's really well manoeuvred. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And here's Neymar. Davids gets a foot in here.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And that's put paid to a promising move. That is ended up in no man's land. Neymar gets into some space. Here comes the cross. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Davids receives it in a good position here. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. That's a sharp pass. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but...
And he shoots! He's scored!
Look, there are always tactical adjustments for any coach to make at half-time, but when your star man gives you a critical lead just before the break, everyone will be paying extra attention. It really is the ideal tonic.
And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. How would you review the first half?
Well, I'm a little bit worried for them and the way they've looked in transitions, Peter. They've been a bit exposed, so they might be only one down, but they can't afford to have any more sloppy moments. Concede another, and we know it's an awful long way back.
Flamengo, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Oh, that was vital. And he can clear it away. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Neymar. Nicely weighted ball. Costa Curta. Nicely aimed pass. Messi. A true great in every sense of the word. Rijkaard. Now it's Bebeto. And this is Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva! On the finish! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
And here's Neymar. There's the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Long ball upfield. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Davids. And it's been played through. Baresi cuts out the pass. Neymar. Flamengo just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now that looks a decent ball. He's picked his way through. And the shot! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Gattuso deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Flamengo can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Bebeto. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Eto has created one goal already. And he was quick to react. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill, actually.
Second corner now.